Hello, thanks for joining me. Welcome. Well, it's 6 degrees in May and my arms are frozen. I've got a sun hat and a winter hat, and we're going somewhere that should be rather lovely, but we won't know until we get there. Now, I've been planning this walk for a while. If you noticed, it's all green and white, so Beltane blessings to you all. We've got the white of the cow parsley and we've got the white of the hawthorn. Now, I did see this a few years ago, 5 years ago. That's how long it's taken me to get back. And I thought, well, that looks lovely, because look at all the white on the trees. You know, all over there, all here. I thought it was elderflowers. And then I came along here last year and with my son and saw that it was hawthorn, so I went, oh, I'm gonna have to do it. Look at that, look how loaded that is. And that is incredible. But lots of plants have been that loaded this year, and I don't think it's a good thing. Sure, there are ideal conditions and plants thrive. There are peak years due to weather conditions, but considering that it's now official that they're dimming the sun, or trying to dim the sun, whilst putting solar panels everywhere. Yeah, now you tell me, what kind of bullshit is this? That's rhetorical, by the way. There's a view of stuff. I mean, it is lovely. It's like it's almost a procession avenue for Beltane. And the skylarks cheering us on. See how white the ground is? This is why we're called Albion. It did strike me strange that one of the names for Scotland is Alba. Well, that's not white. Scotland is not known for being white. Granite grey? Is it granite? I don't know, but it's very grey. Certainly not white. Oh, there's a, I think that's an elderflower just coming out. Yeah, blowing in the wind, but that's elder just coming out, so you can see if they had both been out together, or which they were that year. I was off to film somewhere, but I have no idea where I was going. And it's certainly nowhere near as warm as it looks. For my left hand, my non-camera holding hand, that's pink. walking will certainly warm me up. No idea what that bird is. Now, I think, just to warn you, the sound of the road is going to get louder and louder for a bit. Until we've crossed it and gone over the other side. So I'm going to keep any footage of here to a minimum. And that ridge you can maybe make out, that's the Wansdyke. So unfortunately I'm giving away the clues to the location of this, but I want to enjoy this. Here's some ash trees on their last legs, on their last trunks. Thanks for all your life over the years. And you see they're looking sparse, but it's quite a nice little wooded grove. Yeah, I'm not even sure it's a technical term, is it? But that's how I see it. This is one of my favourite little woodland groves. A beautiful patch of pink campion, red campion. As I've said in other videos, red campion. Oh hello, someone's been strimming around those trees. Well, that's an unusual thing to have been done and not have done here. Well, let's investigate. This is most curious. It really is very curious. It's not been done anywhere else. And they are ash trees. I mean, that's a nice little grove too. So it hasn't been done around here. Really quite curious actually, as to why that's being done. Wow. Well, that's something that trips up my brain. Got tripped over some roots because I was too busy thinking. Yeah, see, there's some, it's been done here as well, and here. But not here. There doesn't seem to be any logic to it. Highly curious as to what that's for. But let's carry on along here. These are old, what is it, a sycamore? No, I don't know what that is. It's a maple kind of thing. More patch of pink campion through there. Ooh, a lilac. Ooh, that's an escapee from somewhere. Oh, so are they. Right, okay. Well, what's happened here is someone has dumped stuff. I think this looks like someone has come here, does gardens. I'm not going to say they're a gardener because they wouldn't have done this. Well, not the kind of gardeners I know. And dumped non-native plants here. You can see some of the size of some of the trees that were here once. You know, you come here in the winter and you would have no idea, but this is as full and as lush with stuff as it is. And there we are, we're actually on the one spike right now. There's a very big bird in the field. I think it might be a buzzard. Yeah, there's a buzzard through there. But there's the one spike there. And now we're going to head down it there. So we are in the middle. Now if you want to see what it's like down here, there, that's not even at foot level. Yeah, it's quite high. I'm probably in danger of ticks. Hi, it's coming up to my shoulders. Well, there you go, that gives you an idea of just how tall that is. Look at these. Some kind of buttercups, ranunculus. There are many kinds of buttercups. I'm not sure which one's which. Now, while we're here, there are views out there. And in my earlier videos I've done this in a different time. Look at that. We're going in there. Now I just wanted to show you something curious that I thought, I mean, I don't know how curious it is, but through there, if I can zoom in, we might get to see it better. There's kind of a little, almost like a perfect entrance way. Obviously I don't know that it is or anything, but yeah, really don't know. But I just think it's worth mentioning. Now I did want to go down in here, but that's far deeper than it looks, and the path seems to be going around the other side, so oh wow, that's a real smell of, yeah, So I'm going to have to follow the path because there is a farm directly opposite, and I don't know what kind of trouble. I mean, there is a footpath down through here, and without looking at the map, it's hard to know where the footpath goes on the map, but this seems to be, I mean, God, this is so it is really thick and deep. I had no idea it would be this way, because last time I came down and I just walked through the middle. But that would be like wading through water. I wonder what it's like on the other side of the hill. Okay. Oh, while we're here, let's see. Yeah, you can't really see much over that way. Okay, I'm going to stop filming now for a minute while I negotiate all this. Like a sea of cow parsley, isn't it? Or a river of it running through. There's cowslips on it. I did wonder if there might be some things. I don't know if you can see dots of yellow along the edge. Here's some. Now, you see this field, the brown and some green, then you see a fence and some telegraph poles. Well, the other side of that fence there are a couple of tumuli. They're not visible because they've been ploughed up, but they're there. Well, at least the site of them is there. S-I-T-E, not G-H-T. And not just cowslips. That's 3 vetch, kidney vetch. Kidney vetch, is it? I'm not entirely sure. And as you can see, we haven't really climbed very high. We're still kind of on the flat. And about to go up now. But it doesn't look like that from the other side, does it? That's a mutant by the looks of it. Well, that is quite deep, isn't it? You can see the top of the fields there. How much had to be taken out. I do believe that these hawthorn weren't here when I came last time. That was 5 years ago. As long as we can walk along the top, it'd be quite nice to have a few more hawthorns on here. And that ridge on the top there, that is a tumulus. I don't think it's a long barrow, although there are a few down here. And imagine at one time this was likely all white when it was dug. Can you imagine that? A big glowing white barrier. Seen from right over there, I'm sure. You can see it would have afforded good views up here. And you can see over the other side there. I'm not going to zoom in because I want to get away from the sound of the road, but we are at the last point where we're going to be hearing the road. I guess at the top of here it will be gone. That's quieting down quite well. Well, looks like we've got a bit of trouble. There's spraying going on. I don't really want to be breathing that in. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Hopefully it's going the other way. Look at the soil creep on that. Actually, some of that's probably animal ridges. Yeah, the tracks that them animals make. Okay, so that's that field, that's that field. Now over to our left, just over that way, there are, yeah, there's a long barrow. You might be able to make it out. Let's see if we can hit it. Can you see there, up in the top of the shot? I think slightly to the left there's a tumulus as well. See, they're not accessible by us. Farmer says no. Yeah. The main goal is in sight, and the sprayer has gone the other way, unless it's doing some cross-stitchy loops, which I hope not. Right, now this field here, I know I've done a video being here before, but I haven't come when it's been weather like this. You see where the land drops away as well over there, just to the left of that building. That's what I was pointing out earlier. But it is a kind of entrancey way. Anyway, yeah, in here there is somewhere towards this end, so we're probably looking at the site of a long barrow here, long since disappeared. Wonder if we can see traces. I mean, there is a ridge there, but I'm not sure. I think that might be the lie of the land. But unusually, it's a long barrow, not on a ridge. And up we go. So many hawthorns we've passed this morning, some I haven't filmed, dying. It's not good. Good job there's new ones coming, but what I want to know is why are they dying? Yeah, look, more white. And now a view over there. You know, if you had your stations on here, you know, a bit like the Great Wall of China. You know, no one really knows. And no one really cares what goes on in here. Well, no, that's not true. I'm just quoting a lyric from City Kids, which by the Pink Fairies and Motorhead, but the Pink Fairies version I played last night. One of my favourite songs on pink vinyl, of course. Because I'm a man who likes pink. It's a shade of red. It should be reclaimed. Now I did think last time I came here that they were a curious couple of rocks. And they are. They have a feel, don't they? Like there was something here. Wow. Oh. Do you know what? In that little cleft there, not just below the horizon, I thought I saw that's Silbury Hill, but it's not, is it? It's a load of trees that look just like Silbury Hill. Oh, you can see the long barrow now on the ridge. Talking of barrows on the ridge. And actually, while we're here, yeah, we came in, didn't we, by that tree. I don't know, my feeling is it's there. There it is. I think that's where it is. Every time I come here I think there it is. But according to the map it's further up, more in the dip there. So I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to look on an old map if I've got one. And talking of pink fairies, let's go meet some. This is just amazing. Really is one of the loveliest magical places I've ever found. Here is a spot. It's funny what my body douses things. I don't know why or how, I just know I can do it. Look at that bark. Wow. I love this place. I thought when I was coming down, I was a little worried on my way here because I couldn't see any flower, and I got a little bit worried, but actually you're all here. Wow. Thanks for coming here along with me. I know this is now the second time I've made this public, but you know, it's a trek to get here. And people, you know, they're not so keen on a trek, which is why I find places. Because I don't mind a trek. That's how I found these places in the first place. Oh. I had to stop filming back then because that sprayer started coming along, so destroying the magic. But we'd done the first bit, so that's alright. I'm going to go this way if you don't mind. And we're just going to have a, wow, have a proper look at them. Oh, how come you've got a broken branch here? Let's stop that hanging on. There you go. Yeah, that's right. I talk to the trees, but would I talk to Joey Ramone? Well, yeah, probably, because I'm not rude and I'm reasonably social. Contrary to how it might appear. Oh, it's starting to go, so I was right. I knew my timing was today. I had no choice. I nearly came last night. Now you want to cuddle me, do you? Yeah, I nearly came here last night because I knew the weather was good, but I'm glad I came today in the sun, really. Although it would have been good last night too. Oh, this is incredible. I love it here. Wow. I am. Oh. It's not so good on my knees trying to get through. Oh no. Oh, that's not easy. Because it's not quite kneeling and it's not quite standing. I'm going to try and I'm going to try and find a way up here. So this one at the this one here, not the young one, but the other one behind it. That's not in a healthy state. Ooh. Hello. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure what that is. Is it bird's foot trefoil? Well, I don't think it is. So that's a new plant on me. Can't really get a good shot of it. Okay, we're up again. I don't know what would have caused it. I think this must be soil creep. Well, once more, dear friends, and if that wind is whistling across the top of the bottle, I apologise. I have no idea if it is. But a strong breeze is what I like today when it's hot. Well, there you go. Thank you very much for joining me. I really hope you've enjoyed this one. I can't really look at the camera because of that sun. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, comment, check out the links below. If you want to support the channel, there's a number of ways to do that. Join me on Patreon. I've just seen some comfrey down there. Oh, bank of comfrey. Russian comfrey by the looks of it. Yeah, you can join me on Patreon. That's a way of helping. You can, you know, you just sign up for a few months or however long you want to donate. Buy us a coffee is a good way, because that also works and the money goes straight to me. If you want to donate via PayPal, you need to send me a message and I'll get back to you with how much, you know, tell me how much you want and I'll send you a bill. Don't forget to include your PayPal email address, and check out my website. I'm trying to do more, but you know, when you've got a pretty much full-time job working out in nature as well as doing this, it takes a little bit of time to get around to do all these things. Yeah, but it's there. There are plenty of things that I'm capable of doing. And join me next time. Ta-da.